One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arizona State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football.
There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's got him. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle, and Savage. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
What a weapon in this offense, to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Padgett. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And as he throws, and he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That's caught. It's Fox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Bringing the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, BYU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Savage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He wants to go deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And this one is perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Power football with the run. There he goes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just
He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. BYU has it back, the Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing quarterback, feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Nestled just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone in the 13. BYU has this offense clicking. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a grab. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Going to sling it on second down. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Unleashes to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll knock him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Savage. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Savage. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cougars in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the 1st down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the route is on. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. And good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. He just threw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking for a big gain. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know their